Hey money makers and random internet people who realize they just clicked on the wrong video. Today, I'm going to be talking about everyone's favorite F word.
Failure.
I wanted to make this video because I have encountered failure many times in my life, and I have even encountered failure while on this money journey that I'm on. There have been many days, weeks even, where I have felt like laying down the gloves in the middle of the octagon to never return to fight another day. But anyone who's an MMA fan knows that retirement isn't real anyway. I have been remotivated during my own failures by reading inspirational stories of people who overcame failure by persevering and eventually became very successful. So today I am sharing 6 inspirational stories of success that came after failure. Before The Rock was
the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment,
he had aspirations of becoming a football player, and he played college football for the University of Miami. However, he was never drafted to the NFL. He was signed to the Canadian Football League, but he was cut 2 months later. When Dwayne Johnson entered the WWE in 1996, at that time known as the WWF, he was disliked by the audience despite being a baby face. The crowd actually used to chant, "Rocky sucks."
sucks.
In 1997, he changed his stage name to The Rock, and he became known as the charismatic person that we all know today. The Rock is considered one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, has starred in several action movies, and is one of the most famous celebrities in the world. Imagine if he would have given up at Rocky Sucks.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I'm gonna have a problem here.
Marshall Mathers, known by his stage name Eminem, was born into poverty and grew up low income in Detroit. He struggled academically, much of which I think can be attributed to the fact that he had a very unstable home life, and he was also bullied severely in school. These facts of his life are not considered failures because none of them are his fault. I'm setting the stage to demonstrate that when he did fail later on in his life, he didn't have anything to fall back on. Eminem spent 3 years in the 9th grade before finally dropping out of high school. He was enticed by the underground rap world and found both an escape and a passion in writing rap lyrics and engaging in rap battles. Today, Eminem is considered a lyrical genius and one of the greatest rappers of all time, and the guy literally got booed off stage. Imagine if he had given up right then and there. If you have ever watched Michael Jordan play ball, know anything about him at all, you might be thinking that he is someone who was born with natural talent, a prodigy, a gift to play ball. Nope. Michael Jordan didn't even start playing basketball until he was around 12 years old. And on top of that, he was actually cut from his high school varsity team because the coach didn't think that he had the skills to play with them. While he was embarrassed in the beginning, he used that rejection to make him work harder and get better. And that's exactly what he did. During his junior year, he made the varsity team and was a standout athlete. So it was all uphill from there, right? Wrong. Even in his NBA career, he failed multiple times. This is a famous quote from Michael Jordan talking about his many failures.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
Tyler Perry is a director, filmmaker, actor, producer, and playwright. He is also a billionaire, and he used to be homeless. He was born into poverty in New Orleans, and as an adult, he moved to Atlanta in the hopes of getting his plays off the ground, and instead, he ended up homeless. Tyler Perry worked several odd jobs, and then he would quit so that he could both act in and produce his plays. His plays would flop, and then he would be back to square one, broke and jobless. His play, I Know I've Changed, was a flop every single time from 1992 until 1998 when he finally got his break and the show sold out in Atlanta. He now owns his own production company and his movies collectively have grossed over $1 billion. The man used to sleep in his car. A single mom on welfare with the help of a wizard's wand became the world's first billionaire author. Yes, it's just a ruler, but we believe in magic on this channel. J.K. Rowling escaped a toxic marriage with her infant child and went straight into poverty. She did not even qualify for childcare assistance because according to the rules in the UK at that time, she didn't qualify because she was not mentally or emotionally unstable. Her sister worked full-time and was unable to watch her daughter, and her mom had sadly passed away. According to J.K. Rowling, she was as poor as you could possibly be in the UK without being homeless. She did have a small job at a church where she could take her daughter while she completed her tasks. In short, J.K. Rowling was by no means living a life of luxury when she wrote the book Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
But she wrote the book and then she became rich, right?
No. Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishing houses before it was finally accepted. The series has sold over 400 million copies worldwide, and it is the most successful book series in history.
I think most of my life has been defined by failure.
Her name is a luxury brand, but she didn't find her way there until she was 40 years old. Vera Wang wanted to be an Olympic figure skater, and although she was very talented, she still did not make the cut to compete in the 1968 Olympics. 3 years later, she started working at Vogue magazine as the assistant to the fashion director, and she quickly climbed the ladder to become the magazine's youngest fashion editor at that time. Her incredible success was still met with failure when she was later passed over to become the magazine's editor-in-chief. This led her to leave Vogue magazine and start working for Ralph Lauren. Later, she decided to start her own business by designing bridal gowns at the age of 40. Her designs have been worn by celebrities like Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, and Ariana Grande, and she is considered a self-made millionaire. Vera Wang's story shows us that not only can you come back from failure, but you can do it at any time, at any age. I've heard so many people make comments about how their time has passed and that it's too late for them now because they're 35, 45, 55. Imagine if Vera Wang had said, I'm 40 years old and I'm too old to start designing bridal gowns and creating my own business. What do all of these people have in common? Well, it's safe to say that they were all on a mission for more money, and they didn't let things like age, poverty, single parenthood, or rejection get in their way. Don't quit when you fail. Fail until you succeed. And I know you're not gonna fail to smash that like button and hit the subscribe so that we can hang out more, right? See you in the next video.